Well, good afternoon, everyone. Mr. Sunshine, Locksmith Eddy, coming back to you live down here in sunny South Florida. And today we have a special treat today. We actually just got this Rolls-Royce Bentley hubcap. This is a hubcap that fits on the Rolls-Royce Bentley automobiles. This is what covers the wheel center with the lug nuts. And what we have here is we have a wheel lock right here. As a matter of fact, we can take a look at this. This particular unit is made in Italy. It is one of their Rolls-Royce chrome-plated wheels that actually came off the Rolls-Royce Bentley. It's a Speedline wheel, as you can see, the UR71750. So the 50 would stand for the Bentley, I do believe. There's the part numbers. This is an all-steel unit and polished chrome. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the lock out of this and make a key. We're actually going to have to fit the key to this lock in order so that it would fit the other locks that would go with this vehicle. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and take this lock out of the housing. So we're going to actually get the pliers. We're just going to use this just to get it off. There we go. Take this off. This is when you turn it and lock it in, it locks into the center of the wheel. I'm gonna get this. Take that off just like that. It's basically a cam lock. This particular lock is a DL. It would be a DL or a DM. I'm sorry, a DM 31. Somewhat rare blank. This lock actually. The keys are very expensive for this. So what we can do now is we can either pick this to the to turn position to take the lock out, or we can do what we call is shim the lock. We're actually going to shim that lock so we can clear the shear line and get that thing opened up. Now, there is a code number. There is a code number on here, okay? I don't happen to have my codes with me at this particular point in time, but we could just use that code, cut the key by code, and be done with it. But for all intents and purposes today, since I don't feel like driving over to get the my other computer, we're just going to go ahead and shim this lock open, and we're going to make a key for it just the way it is. All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to take a shim. We're going to put it right here into the back of the lock. Just like that. And then we're actually, with the blank, we're going to pull the key until we get it to go through. Now, it's a little harder. It's easier to do it in a vise, because when you have a vise, you can sit there and hold it a little more easier. Matter of fact, I'm going to get us a vise so I can do it with that. I'll be right back. Let me get a vise. Okay, as we're getting it shimmed, I actually was able to push the first one in. We're actually getting it turned, and we're going to run this right around the side until we push the shim all the way through. It's harder to see it. I should have it up on top. The camera, I should say. And now we got it turned, and now you can see that the cylinder's turned, and now we can go ahead and get the cylinder out of the housing. We're going to use a follower. That's actually too big. We got to find a smaller one. It's going to fit in there. Let me go find a follower, because that's not a standard size follower. Okay, we got it. We got the plug started to come out. As you can see, we're going to make sure that this shim stays there. Normally, you could just put a standard size follower and follow it through, but since this is a smaller diameter, the regular one's not going to fit, so we're actually going to have to use something that will slide through there, and I think this one just might work. We have to improvise a little bit. I think we might even be able to use this. Could be just a little bit too small, but we will try this one here. And what we're going to do is keep that shim in place so that we can ride it right through, just like that. There it is. We got it. We keep the upper pins up in there, keep the lower pins, or the lower pins still in the chamber as it is right there. And you can see right now we're going to have the opportunity to fit a key to this lock. This is a DM31. There you go. We're going to actually stick that key. Oh, we're going to actually, here's the blank right here. This is the key right here. we're actually going to stick it there. There you go. You can see, there it is right there. We got to make all of them flat across that shear line in order to fit a key to this spectacular lock. We'll be right back. Now, we can either use a file, we can file it, each and every one down until we make the shear line go, or we can use a framing or Code Max or something like that. I'm actually going to just use the framing here. It's a little hard to turn the camera on there, but I will be right back and show you how it looks as soon as I get those pins back down to the shear line. And as you can see, we ran it through the machine, put them down there, made the key fit, and now those pins are totally flush right there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put this lock back together, and we're going to see how it works out. So we're going to take our plug back, set this here. Oh, we want to make sure that that shim is going to smooth over. Since this has got a little ground off, it was a round one, fits right through, but we don't want that the top pins and the springs to fall out. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to take this, we're going to make sure we slide it across to cover both the top and we'll give it a little more here. Let's get this over there like that. Get a little closer to the edge, just like that. All right, and then we're going to follow it up, and we're going to run that right back through there. Just like that. Just like that. And now we got to pull the shim out. Just like that. And as you can see, there it is. Lock turns beautifully. Look at that. See? Just like that. And there you go. A Dom lock for a Rolls-Royce Bentley hubcap lock. There it is right there. We'll put it back together, and that will be it. I hope you enjoyed the show. Pick up the phone, 561-693-8636. Mr. Sunshine, Locksmith Eddy, live right here in sunny South Florida.